This is from my start to finish what a HVAC installation system looks like.
Today we're doing a full 3-ton ream HVAC system replacement, from removal of the old system through installation, wiring, programming, and final testing. So what we're doing is we're recovering refrigerant right now. So before we completely tear out these outdoor units, what we have to do, most important thing, is recover this refrigerant. Because even if the system is old, it's still gonna have refrigerant left over. You're unable to cut that copper line because it's gonna spray that refrigerant everywhere. And that refrigerant is toxic to the environment. So what we will do is we'll hook up our gauges. We'll have 2 hoses hooked up to the outdoor unit. And then we'll have 2 hoses hooked up to that canister and the recovery device. So when we have the hoses hooked up, we'll open up the gauges, turn on that recovery machine, and that refrigerant will flow into that recovery tank right there. That breaker panel is right there. Please make sure all the electric power is turned off. You do not want to get shocked. It hurts, trust me. So what I am doing now, I'm just taking apart these plenums so we can bring the new unit in here and hopefully it goes back in place. Sometimes when you do put in a new unit, the plenum's not going to be the exact size and you will need to cut a piece of sheet metal, fabricate something. I like to do a before and after picture, of course. Personally for me, it's just good to have a layout of the old system because this install is pretty cut and dry. We're essentially going to recreate this, but just put in a new system, of course. That recovery machine should be done. I'm going to go talk to Fred. As soon as that recovery machine is done and all that refrigerant is taken out, we're going to cut these lines out and we can drag out this old unit.
This is going to be the return plenum, and we're insulating it. That way the air doesn't pick up too much heat or there's not too much temperature rise as the air is going through the system. So the insulation helps it stay at a continuous temperature.
I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna haul it over there just so we have it set. Next, we're getting the new air handler set in place. You need to flip the drain pan on these coils because these coils will, they'll condensate. So if your drain is in the wrong position, it's just gonna flood your system. Regardless of what we're doing, I like to just stay busy. Anything you do at a job helps out a lot. Picking up trash, gathering materials, hauling equipment. And as long as we're not standing still, we're gonna get done at a good time and we're gonna be efficient. Right here, I got a transformer. So I installed what's called a UV bulb in this system. So essentially, this UV bulb lights on. These coils, they tend over time to get very, very dirty. And with that, there could be biological growth, such as mold, just nasty, nasty stuff, because that will really, really shorten the lifespan of your system. And this transformer right here is gonna power up that UV bulb. All right, we've got the inside pretty much wrapped up. So now we're moving outside. We're gonna get the new unit set in place, hook up the refrigerant lines, get the electrical connected, and then we'll be ready to fire everything up and make sure the whole system is running like it should.
While we were here, we will notice that there wasn't enough fall in the drain line where the water from the air conditioner inside was backing up. So we reran the drain line to give it more fall so the house is cooling better and it's got dehumidifies better so that the water can come out. We noticed that some of the wires from the disconnect were corroded, so we replaced the electrical wire going from our disconnect to the outdoor unit and installed a new disconnect for the customer.
So right now what we're doing, we're all finished up. I'm gonna put this door on and then I gotta program this unit. Luckily with these units, since they're a little fancier, you would go onto the app, and it allows you to program the speed taps, which are the fan speed. So these units, they come factory. The speed tap is set to the high setting, which might not always be needed for systems you put in. So what I'm gonna do is go through the app and then tell the app to set the speed taps to a certain speed to accommodate this unit.
So today we installed a new air handler, a new UV light, and a new media filter underneath the house. And this is the new air conditioner unit right here running now. I guess a good tip is if it's hot outside, find where your condensate drain is and make sure it's draining, because if it's not draining, it's not running right.
Dawsons.